Hi there again. My last product review today is not really a product review as much as it's a book review. I've got a few more vintage styling books that I wanted to go over with you, and of course Lauren's book still rocks my world, but I still collect vintage styling books that are reproductions of actual vintage styling books, and there's a lot to be learned from them. I've shown you a couple of them in the past, and I wanted to show you a few more today and to give you my honest opinion of them. I got these through Bramcost Publications on Amazon, so you can get them yourself. They're great for a collection. They're great for nostalgia's sake. But I'm going to go over them actually least to best. This one is entitled How to Create 1940s Hairstyles. It is very short, very thin, and I'm sorry, I think it's useless. To be honest, it's kind of throwaway. It's almost as if a stylist decided that she deserved to have a book too, and so she made one, but I really don't think it's worth it. There's nothing in here that is not in the other books that I mentioned, and to be honest, the illustrations are throwaway as well. I'm just not a fan of this particular book. It doesn't mean that, I don't appreciate having it in my collection, but the instructions are so minimal that I really don't think there's any way someone could learn something and develop skills from this book. So, to be honest, if you want to collect it, if you want to buy it as, an item for your collection, if you are collecting vintage styling books and you want to collect it, you can, I think it would be worthwhile as a collector's item, but definitely not for learning from. The second one here is called Hairstyle Design. I love the cover. 1940s hair shaping, finger waving, and styling techniques. Now, this particular book is, I believe, an actual textbook. It is written and explained like a textbook from the era. It is very detailed, much more detailed about hair cutting. That's why I think it's probably a book that was specifically meant for students. But it goes into the creative aspect of hair design at the beginning, the principles of design, and it spends quite a lot of time on that. Then it goes into hair cutting, and it explains. Now, if you already have some knowledge of hair cutting, if you've been to cosmetology school or hair school in the past, this is actually going to probably take you back, because I'm sure technique has changed. I haven't ever been to hair school, so I don't know. But then it goes into hairstyling and razor hair shaping, things like that. The diagrams, like I said, are very detailed. So really, this is a textbook. There are not any specific instructions for setting, well, there are some. There are only a few specific instructions for settings. Most of it is dealing with the technique of the wave, of the curl, of the cut. Now, the finger waving technique in this book, it's a little technical. The jargon is a bit technical, but it is definitely the most detailed information about finger waving that I've ever read. So I do think this book is definitely a worthy purchase for your collection if you are collecting vintage hairstyling books, and I really do think that there's a lot to be learned from it if you can get past the fact that it's dated and that the jargon is bound to be a little bit technical. Last and definitely not least, my very favorite of the books that I received is this one. This is How to Handle Long Hair. Now, I've seen this book on Amazon several times and I've shied away from it because I don't have long hair. But this book, including and also Lauren's book, have encouraged me, not only encouraged, but have motivated me to grow my hair. So I am going to grow my hair long just so I can try this stuff. This is a hairstyling book from the 1950s. So the hairstyles that you see, like this one, are more indicative of the 50s than they are of the 40s. However, for long hairstyles, the 50s was a wonderful golden decade. And while I adore Lauren's book, and it has definitely also motivated me to grow my hair a little so I can try a few more of those styles, this one has motivated me to grow it as well because it is so simple, and I truly understand all of the instructions in this book. And look at some of these gorgeous hairstyles for long hair. And these are all achieved with the exact same pin curl setting. They use one setting at the beginning and create all these looks from that one setting. And this one is by far my favorite. And they use side combs, like I've used in a lot of my videos and like I swear by. They use side combs in a way that I would never have thought, so that hairpins are hardly even necessary for some of these styles. This one, hairpins are hardly even necessary. It is an amazing accomplishment, this book. It has hardly any words in it. I read it in 30 minutes. But the cool thing about it is that the styles are so simple. And after you finish all these beautiful updos and finish practicing all these fantastic styles, look at that tiara hair, gorgeous. After you finish, I love this waterfall effect there. But after you finish these hairstyles, you can go to that, which is just beautiful. So I really, really love this book, and I am really excited to grow my hair out so I can try some of these things. So y'all are going to see me grow my hair long. I'm sorry. I know I cut the midi for you guys, but I didn't keep it short very long, but I will. I'm going long. So anyway, I just wanted you to know that. I'm motivated. I love this book. It's a wonderful addition to my collection. I appreciate all three of them. Like I said, this one is not useful, but it is nostalgic. So I recommend it as for part of your collection, but these two are really great. So I hope that was a detailed enough review for you, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.